Yeah, whenever he says I'm in a hole, we just leave him alone. I'd just like to point out that this is a quartz crystal right here, and it puts off its own light source, and if left alone in time, it actually grows. It grows more crystals on it, becomes a little bit brighter.
Uh, I'm not sure what the scoop is, but anytime I try to place blocks above that level, they disappear, and I don't know if that's a glitch.
You're
See that
placing
work?
him. You're placing him out of reach. You've got to put yourself up one more level.
Oh, okay. I've never had that happen before. Shows what I know.
I I didn't discover it until it was a couple of updates ago that it started doing that to me.
Oh man, see, there's so much good stuff to that. Okay, I gotta stop myself though, because I really will just keep going.
I'm just
There we go.
gathering some more materials here to finish the walls and the ceiling off.
Okay, so we have this going. Oh, I guess a cool feature, if you pop over to my screen, if you press,
T?
wait, sorry, if you press the M key, it brings up the Raise minimap mod, which is pretty amazing because you can see here it's got death point, so that's that X on that map. But you can also add a waypoint, and I'm going to go ahead and remove that death point, and I'll add this as the house. And then it just puts that marker there, and then no matter where you're at, you know how to get back home. It's kind of like my own personal little ruby slipper.
The hell?
Don't make fun of my movie references, all right? I just don't appreciate it.
It's not where you got Wizard of Oz out of there.
Okay.
Speaking of, are you gonna check out the new Oz movie?
I I guess I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. You know me. I don't have time to watch a movie. Who has time for that kind of stuff?
Really?
Well, you have time for that kind of stuff, but see how the
This is
thing
true.
see how the thing Smegg hates right here. See how this is all dirt? I'm gonna put all stone in here, and I'm not gonna fill it all the way to the bottom. It's gonna be absolutely hilarious because something will happen. A creeper will explode or something, and he will fall into this little pit, and then he will have a tantrum. He will literally be like, "Who filled this in and didn't fill it all the way in?"
I don't sound like that at all. Much.
This is gonna bug him because he'll either dig all this up. You guys wait. Mark my words. And he won't do it just because I'm saying it. Like he would do it even if I said nothing. He will either dig all this up and put stone in, or he'll dig all this up and put dirt in. It'll all depend on what he thinks goes well with the house. It's a little messed up, but it is Smeg. And I don't know. Deep down, I think we like it.
Just because you said that, I'm not actually gonna do it now.
It doesn't matter that you say that because you're not physically capable of not doing it. Like it's not physically possible. You will do it. Let's help you out
What the
here.
hell? Why would you even do that? Oh god, and I forgot to turn PvP off on this server too. At some point, he's gonna become bored and start shooting things at me too.
It's no joke. It does happen. I used to try to deny it, but it happens. Look at all this. See, I can't stop. Like I just
I'm not sure why I just did that.
Okay, so we have a pretty good. What in the heck is this?
What's wrong with you?
It's like there's a bunch of sand just piled up suddenly in the corner.
Sand or gravel?
Gravel. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I was chopping some stuff up and it fell. Welcome.
You're destroying the environment? That is so unlike you.
If there's one thing that I do not care for in this game, it's gravel. I don't know why. I I hate gravel.
He's actually not kidding. Like, you will hear him suddenly just be like, "Oh, it's gravel!" Like when we're in some cave, because he will wind up buried by a bunch of gravel and then can't find his stuff. Oh, that is, you know what? Gravel now takes a second place. We found our new biggest hatred is actually that quicksand.
Oh, quicksand is a new thing. But yeah, the thing with gravel is that there's no point. Like I mean, you get flint out of it, which you need, but otherwise there's no point to it. It doesn't serve a purpose in the world. It's like the Jonas Brothers.
That was awesome.
you you get my point though, right?
I do, yeah, yeah.
Do you remember when our sister used to have her room
Ah,
covered with New Kids in the Block stuff? Do you remember that?
Jesus. Yeah, how could we ever forget? Like we had to listen to that crap. I mean that's half the reason I never became a doctor because most of my brain cells were demolished by her blaring that crap from her bedroom all day long.
Yeah, but remember she used to have like the Tiger Beats magazines. Like she'd take the covers and put them all over her walls.
I don't really talk about that. That's a
Do
part of my
do kids do that now? Still?
I don't even know. I don't know when I switched from, that person, that young person that knew about all that stuff to suddenly now I don't. Like I couldn't tell.
Well, it's because we're old. We're adults now.
Well,
But and my kids are not like both my boys are not really typical kids either. So I can't really judge. Like I can't use them as a litmus test of what's normal for kids. So I don't know. I just remember like that was a thing like back then that girls would just plaster their walls with all of that crap on their boy bands.
oh yeah, make no mistake, Actatus is not from this planet. Like, you will hear Smegg say that he's his kid. I'm convinced that uh, Actatus is a result of an alien experiment implanted on Earth. Like, there's just no other way to describe him. He's not your typical kid. Like,
You know,
not in a weird
he
way.
used to
Like,
say
he's
that,
just
right?
no, I didn't actually. That's that, but I would buy that. I would
I
buy it
am
if he would
not
say
kidding.
something
When
like
I
that.
used to, you do the whole thing like, ah, well, you got that from me. You didn't get that from your mom, kind of thing. He would absolutely, and used to be very dead serious in insisting that he was an alien baby. He didn't belong to either of us. He's going to absolutely hate the fact that we're talking about that.
All right, but it's true. I mean, you know, I tell the I don't want to say iconic, but it really is an amazing story of when he was a kid. He was, I don't know, what, 3 years old. I don't know. It was anyway. He I'm watching him, and why I didn't help him out, I don't really know. Like, I was just fascinated by what he was doing. He decided he wants a glass of milk, so this kid like climbs up the drawers onto the counter, which was incredibly dangerous. And again, I have no idea why I wouldn't stop him. Gets a glass, then sets it on the floor, the linoleum in the kitchen floor, right? And then opens up the fridge and gets this like half-gallon of milk. Now, for a 3-year-old, a half-gallon of milk is a large object to try to handle. But he gets the cap off, and it's just barely got any milk missing out of it. So I see the disaster coming, but I can't move. I can't take my eyes off of it. He pours this glass like full of milk while getting about an eighth of a gallon all over the floor, and he goes, "Uh oh." He goes running into. I'm not kidding here. I can't even make this up. Goes running into the bedroom and grabs a pair of Smegghead's pants and throws them on top of the milk. and then and then starts mopping it up with his pants. Then he goes and puts his pants back in the bedroom. Like it was amazingly epic, and then walks off with his milk.
I appreciate that you let my child put himself in danger for milk.
Oh, it was epic, man. And I mean, but we are talking about the kid who insisted he was going to marry Scully when he was a kid. I don't know if that's a testament to your parenting skills that your kid was watching X-Files at 3 years old or what, but most kids are into like I don't know what they're into, but it's not X-Files, and your kid just thought X-Files was a bomb. Further proof that he's not of this planet.
Oh, oh man, that kid loved X-Files.
Well, because he knew the truth was out there.
That he was a star child conceived by aliens.
Well, we know you couldn't do the job, so...
Wow.
Alright. Dude, this thing is this is what happens when we start on houses. They kind of take on a mind of their own, and they just get done. So it's getting dark again. We're moving into our 3rd day. As you can see, we've picked out a place to live. This needs to happen fairly quickly. At least we've found it's better if it happens fairly quickly. Although, from humble beginnings, like this little hovel over here, we come into what's going to be pretty amazing when it's all said and done. We've got the walls up. We've got torches already. We have many stoves. We have chests set up. We've got crafting tables. We're well on our way to our next episode, which I think will probably be completion of the house, and then starting some of the more fun to watch things of the mods, right?
Yeah, I like to kind of do some things that really highlight some of the great mods out there. We'll spend some time with that as time goes, yeah.
Copper used to be something I did not like much until as soon as you start expanding, you realize that copper is your new best friend and that you must have copper or you don't go anywhere.
Yeah, mainly with more of the technical stuff. Some of the machines and stuff that takes wiring and whatnot, you're going to use copper a lot.
What I'm doing right now is actually against the rules. I would say if there are rules of survival that Smegg has come up with, one of them is never dig straight down and never dig straight up. And I break that rule almost every game we play. It's a requirement that I dig straight down and then start finding stuff.
Yeah, I never got that. Like you almost have to. I don't get it. You cannot help but dig straight down to the center of the frickin' earth.
Oh, I just unlocked another chasm down. Oh, nope, never mind. It was a quartz. I'm just going to leave it there. Another quartz. Oops. Famous last words right there. Oops. Lava.
Well, and that's the main reason you don't want to dig down is you can dig down on an empty space and fall, and you could dig down into lava. And specifically, you don't really want to dig straight up because, again, you could tap into lava that's going to come straight down into your face. Or
Whoa!
you can hit gravel or sand, which drops down and suffocates you.
Hey,
so you don't...
Shut up for a minute. I just found a mine shaft. Holy crud. I just dug right into a mine shaft. Beautiful.
Really? You're kind of far down there.
Yeah. Hey, dude, how's it going? You know what's amazing, again, is that I dig straight down, and then I will literally spend probably a large amount of time putting blocks down and jumping to get all the way up. And then one of these times, and then dig straight down again to get back to where I was, and then eventually Smegg will go, You want me to just go ahead and put a ladder up there, Pete? Want me to just go ahead and put a ladder so you don't have to do that anymore? And I'm like, oh yeah, ladder.
You know what's really funny about that is I was looking down at you down there, and the first thing I thought of is why did you not make ladders and take them with you if you're going to do that?
Cut to my screen. I found a chest. Let's see what's in it. Hey, I've got a thaumium hoe. It's really great for making thaumium babies. A TNT cart. Yes, somebody thought it was wise to give Pete TNT.
Oh my god.
Creosote bottle. Ooh, some tin. That'll come in handy. Some coal. And it looks like a shovel. Steel. Oh, a steel shovel. Beautiful. And lots of iron, which is good.
There's no way that this game thought it would be a good idea to give you TNT.
Yeah, so there's a story that goes behind that. So we thought it would be fun. We were exploring different seeds when we were looking at doing a Minecraft LP, and I came. He reminded me that there was what was that thing? What was it called? What was it I set off?
I'm not really gonna say.
Anyway, I set one of these things off, and the crater that it made actually took what 20 minutes on your screen to render
Yeah,
just the crater.
it was a nuke. There's a in the nuclear. I think it's the nuclear mod. You can create nukes, and basically we cheated and spawned in. I think it was a full stack 64 of nukes and set it off.
It was pretty amazing. If I do say so myself, it was epic.
It literally took, I want to say, like 12 or 15 minutes for my screen to actually render what was going on. I froze for that long, and I didn't want to quit out because I wanted to see what it looked like. And I actually took some screen caps of this crater. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. But I think my machine almost melted off of that.
I know you can't hear it on my screen, but you can hear like I hear a zombie and some water. So that's when I decide to create offshoots. Is when I hear things like that and I try to find where they're at. And sometimes these shafts just end like this one has done.
Are you disappointed when that happens?
But if the spider web isn't proof, you can see the opening right here. So you just have to learn to keep going. And here's another mine shaft. So right in front of me here, just got to get through this gravel. Yeah, there's another. Oh, spider spawner, spider spawner. So you see all those spider webs up here. That's usually right next to, there it is, the spider spawner. Whoa. And barely, narrowly saved my own life.
And while you're fighting spiders, I am fighting starvation, so I am so desperate I'm actually going to eat rotten flesh. Rotten flesh from zombies.
Hey, if you're up top, could you make a ladder down here so I can get back up?
How many do you need?
So the advantage to that spider spawner is basically, I mean, on top of the fact that there's spider webs everywhere, we can pretty much utilize it to make or kill for the string and then use the string to make our beds because I have yet to see a sheep. Of course, Smegg's been out and about, so the sheep generally take off.
Are you close to this hole at all?
I can be. One sec.
I'm looking straight down.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and toss. I'll just pick it up. I'm right here. Oh, I see.
Oh, it might have got stuck on that wood.
It happens sometimes with me.
Yeah. Happens to me all the time. All right, sun's coming up. I pretty much have my tools ready for the next time. How are you doing? You about ready for a break here pretty quick? Oh, I see you. Hi there.
Ah, that's a big no-no. Is you don't want ladders on the other side. Creates a problem. Yeah, in fact, I'm just coming up the hole here. Oop, I'm a little off here. Of course, Smegg could help, but chooses not to.
Yeah, I just thought of that. I was like, why am I not taking care of some of the stone above you?
There we are, and we have our first cave leading down to a mine shaft, which is really exciting because they hold a lot of creature spawners, and the loot that comes from those is pretty cool. As you see, I've got that thaumium hoe, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Thaumium is basically an ore that you can. It's a magical ore that you can create through Thaumcraft. It's a little tougher material. It doesn't break down as easy. So that's a pretty good little find there. It'll help us when we start farming pretty soon.
all
But
right, well,
yeah, so we've got our base started pretty much. We found a couple of things we're going to explore in the future. Next step is to finish that up, transfer our stuff over, and I think we're going to start working on. We should at least put a couple of temporary farms in, so we can start getting a food source because I'm pretty hungry. And we'll go from there. We'll start putting some machinery in. We'll build some automated farms and some automated forestry stuff in later. Um, yeah, sounds good. What do you think, man?
yeah, I think that's good. You guys take care. Hopefully, you tune in, whatever, again for the next episode. And thanks for watching. This is Pete and Smeg. Take care.
All right. See you later.